Might I be of assistance?
I shall not fail you.
too.
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect...
Off to market I go.
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover.
Wearing on
Aught I can do for you?
Good day to you.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. We've got goblins!
Have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I have a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom has many pretenders. They are not dealt with. There's still been a one. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust.
Well done.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force. I can attack if need be. Might I be of assistance?
I would fain aid you if you are in need.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. As a matter of fact, we've not counted a thief among our number for some time.
Thieves do allow for a
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate. Good. Let us make for the capital.
This is generally used as a material.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Sir, how can I be of assistance?
This heavy pack is slowing me down somewhat, but methinks I can manage for the time being.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but... Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Words worth hearing. Goblins, master!
No means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Well done, master.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Battle is best avoided. Look here. Water is seeping through the cracks.
What's this? We're trapped. Aye! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places!
A Cyclops.
We are under attack!
Arisen, are you all right? Much appreciated. My strength was beginning to flag.
Our bow has been thrown off balance.
There is no better time to strike.
A focused attack will end this foe. Strike me if you can!
It is time we made the effort to inform the people of Dogma that Arisen is coming.
You have my gratitude, sir. Could seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
smashed beyond repair. Thank you. 'Tis a great kindness you've shown me.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
We're setting out. Jump on if you've paid.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
'Twould allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
Stand strong!
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I'll not stand for this.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in. Would such peace bring?
Greetings. Little did I expect to...
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Thought you could hide, eh? Oi! Halt!
Dirt and roots make for poor pillows.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Fewer burdens certainly makes for smoother travels. I dare say, the spring has returned to your step, Master.
Have you need of me?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. Should you have further need of a marksman, my bow is ever at your service.
Is there aught this pawn might do for you? Tell is, Vermund was once a beastren kingdom.
Another day, another adventure. Well met, son. How might I be of service?
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
This really is fine.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Apologies, sir, but we've not got any archer staves or great swords in stock at the moment. Goods aren't flowing as freely as they used to, see. Seems monsters have gotten a taste for our ox carts, because attacks are on the rise. Strangely enough, 'tis the arms shipments that are being targeted the most. I just hope this doesn't mean the beasts are gaining in intellect. So far, no one's done a thing about it. And if this keeps on, my business is doomed. I hesitate to ask, but what of you, sir? Should you take interest in aiding my plight, pray speak to the guild head, Klaus.
Now, where was I bound again?
Your Majesty, Your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Welcome.
Well met. Harder than living in honest.
Want to draw in as many customers as
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, your majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world. We ought...
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
Say, have you been to Harv? 'Tis a quaint little village down by the sea. Well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old man who lives there a wide berth. I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the brine again and again. As if that wasn't queer enough, he's apt to talk your ear off about some world he believes lies beyond the sea. I cannot fathom his obsession. I suppose losing his family must have driven him to madness.
Very well. I shall return.
This part's a little different as well.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Would all my days were so clean.
Or to polish up our gear for tomorrow.
Not to work, I'm about to put bread on the table.
Eyes aren't what they used to be. Such a pleasant breeze.
It's been a hard day.
A nice
Seems my feet always lead me here.
Always another errand to see to.
So, might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, hope to see you again.
Need anything?
I could, I'd never leave.
This really is fine craftsmanship. This part of
In my line of business, patience is key.
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest thanks for aiding her. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other, for all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares. Pray, make good use of it. Won't... Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off aught you buy. So spend away, my good sir.
Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. Always a pleasure.
One day, I'm going to have proper raiment.
Almost nodded off for a moment there.